Essentially, they get a startup grant from the institute to the tune of about $100,000, close to $70,000 in research grant, and about $30,000 in other kinds of infrastructure grant. They also have all the facilities, right? We have a sophisticated analytical instrumentation facility which they can use. The department has many kinds of common facilities which they can use, including, let's say, animal house or imaging facilities, or high-end protein analytical facilities, and so on. Plus, whatever infrastructure is there in individual labs can be accessed. In addition, the department gets something from the institute, so contingency expenses, that's not too much, but if some kind of money is frozen, it's not released from granting agency, it takes time, they can get this. Plus, they don't have to pay anything for student fellowships, right? Because that usually costs a lot. And we hire up to 30 to 40 PhD students every year, right, in the department. And we make sure that the young faculty at least get 1 to 2 students per year. Also, for every faculty who comes in, we give them a complete lab on their own, and they can build it whatever style they want. And the most important thing, which everybody wants, and it's not often easy, we give them residential housing in the campus. They can have flexible work hours. If they have children, there is a creche nearby that's easily available. All kinds of facilities. Literally, people don't go out of the campus unless they have to fill petrol in their vehicles. We are the most gender balanced department. We have about 27% of our faculty are women, which is twice the institute average. Apart from excellent, research credentials, right? They should have very good publications. On the average, there should be one publication, first author publication in a top quartile 1 journal per year over the last 3-4 years. Second, we want them to have an excellent research plan. Okay, so what is their vision of research when they come here? How they plan to execute it? What kind of infrastructure they need? What if some of the infrastructure is not there? Right? How do they have a plan B? How do they plan to go about it? How do they want to collaborate? How do they plan to get a lot of funding? I think they should have clarity of how they want to grow as a researcher. Okay. Third, we want very good teaching skills. We look at good teaching and communication skills. We want faculty to have really good interpersonal skills. It is very important that they have a collegial attitude, be able to take on responsibilities in the department and the institute, because apart from the fact that they need to grow as a researcher, they also need to build a department and an institute. So a very responsive attitude towards institution building activities or department building activities should be there. How you attract and manage students is also important. So some of these things are what we look for. The one uniqueness about IIT Madras as compared to many other IITs, I would say, is that we have a highly interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary department. Okay, we have 35 faculty now, and in 4 broad areas, either cancer biology or cardiovascular, neurosciences, infectious diseases. We have a very strong computational biology group. About 10 faculty are there in the computational biology groups, and we have a lot of internal collaborations also which happen. We have a very strong bioengineering group, right, consisting of 2 subgroups, a biomaterials and tissue engineering group and a bioprocess engineering group, biochemical engineering group. So if people want to do translational research, let's say they have a particular product, they want to look at technology development, process development, scale it up, that's possible. But the most attractive thing about IIT Madras is the IIT Madras Research Park. It's the most unique and the biggest university research park in the country. There are a lot of corporates who have taken up space there. There are a lot of startup companies there. So faculty can come in, and we encourage, even if they have a great idea, if they want to even start a company, they can do that day one, right? And we will provide them space in the research park, and we'll provide them, other kinds of startup grants and so on. Also, because Chennai as a place is very strong in the area of healthcare, there are a lot of hospitals who are doing, translational research, and many of our faculty collaborate with healthcare, institutions and doctors, and come out with really some interesting work in terms of both publications, patents, etc. As IIT Madras is perhaps the best institute in terms of biosciences or biotech in Chennai. and definitely also the best in the IIT system. I think these are reasonably good reasons. You would agree.